In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the power of nature. So last year, about a year ago, I decided to move to the beach because I have always had a big connection to the beach. I decided it was a good time to do that move. But in that process, things didn't come out the way I expected. I wasn't able to find a safe place in the beach. So I had to change my plans, at least temporarily, and move to a nearby city that was in the middle of nature. So in that moment, it was tragic for me because I had to change my plans abruptly, and I was always a very mental person, and I wanted things to go my way, so it was really hard to put my head down and accept living in this new place. But in the long run, it turned out to be really positive for my mental health and my mindset in general. See, I realized how disconnected I was from nature. I realized that I was always connected to nature, and you definitely don't need to live in nature to be aware of this internal connection that we all have. But in my personal experience, I was able to connect to nature in a more profound, direct way. So right now, I'm going to share with you some of the changes I experienced and I saw when I started being more in contact with nature. The first benefit was that I became more aware of the four elements in nature: water, fire, earth, and air. By being more aware of these elements and how they are at our disposal at all times, I redefine my connection to abundance, because we usually connect abundance with money, whereas in fact we are abundant just for being alive. Air is abundant, water, fire, and earth are abundant too, and we can use them freely at all times. So by connecting with these elements and by becoming conscious of how abundant we are just by having them, I was able to reconnect in a different way with money and with my prosperity in general. My levels of stress and anxiety decreased dramatically. I work online and with many electronic devices. So as I said at the beginning, I was very disconnected from nature, and my nervous system was always very stimulated. So I was able to see a decrease in my anxiety levels, less noise pollution, and higher inner awareness. So in a way, the external noise went down and the internal noise went up. A big increase in my creativity. I was writing more, I was recording more videos, just improving my craft and my content big time. I got to write, channel, and work on myself in a way I had never done before. More natural sunlight. I was connecting and going into the sun more often, and I discovered the power of sun gazing. Just being outside, looking at the sun, being in the sun, and I started to feel the tremendous benefits of this practice, because I felt like my inner fire was activated every time I went out in the sun. Another benefit was that I was more in contact with animals: owls, horses, rabbits, eagles, and birds of all types. As humans, we live in a constant state of guilt, but animals reminds us that we are innocent. They remind us of an innocent way of being in the world. So, by connecting with their innocence, I was able to see and find innocence in me and to forgive myself for the things I had done that I wasn't proud of, and also welcome more natural ways to do things without being so rational and mental. And finally, deeper, more intimate interactions with people. I was able to engage with people in a more intimate way because in this city there aren't a lot of people. This alone fosters more connection because people are not in a rush to get to the next train or bus. They are more relaxed and they live more in the present moment. So I hope this video inspires you to get more in nature. Maybe you don't live in a very natural place, but I'm sure you can find a park nearby to go at least once a week and rediscover and nurture your internal connection to nature.